no joke.
It's go time!
Key dropped on my chest. I don't know what type of key it was. I don't know if it was the front door.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to another show of Quality Comedy Time with me, Quincy. I'm your host, Quincy Carr. It's going to have a lot of fun today. I am back after a week break. Not a week break, but a 1 week break I took because I did like 12 shows in a row. And I just needed just a little bit of a rest. But what a great month to come back. August is such a great month. It means a lot to me. I don't know about y'all, but I know number one, this month is celebration of happy National Black Businesses. So shout out to all the Black businesses that are out there doing their thing. But like as I was talking about, this month of August is a very important month for me because of a couple of things. Number one, I remember last year I was on cruise ships traveling the world, entertaining passengers and vacationers. I mean, everything from just experiencing things, just going different places. I mean, I was telling jokes, sailing away on former Navy. Hey, look, Michael Vick and his family was on the cruise that I was on last year, so it was cool. I even brought my family on the cruise with me. It was their first time. We were in like Honduras, my daughter's first time out of the country using her passport. We went to Cozumel. Just a bunch of fun, man. Look, I even did stuff that a lot of my white friends said I should do. I let the fish eat at my dead skin. Yeah. And plus, people, it's my birthday this month. So this is a huge month for me. I'm turning another year older. And, they say wine gets finer, I guess, the older it gets. I can't say that I'm getting finer or not. I just know that I try to stay youthful and youthful looking. Just excited about this show today. And before I even get into the show and invite my guest, which is coming on soon. Just real quick, if you guys don't know the Quality Comedy Time with Quincy Carr, this is a all fun, no filth, just like my comedy show that I do, the Quality Comedy Series monthly. I can't do that monthly, so I started doing this just to keep the laughter and everything coming. So I'm super excited. So there's no cursing and none of that, but we still keep you laughing and we keep you engaged. I always have some of my dear friends in the industry, and I'm super excited. All right, so but the first quarantine cash I want to do, anybody that knows the actual year I was born, the month, obviously you know what month I was born, the date, and how old I will be. Okay, how old I will be turning. All right. The first person that has the correct comment, I will send you, after the show ends, I will send you $25 just for guessing that. So start putting in your answers, and the first one that gets it right. Okay, so the month, the date, and how old I'm actually turning. Okay, all three of those have to be right. The first one to do that right will definitely get this $25. Cool. Let's bring in my guest today. And before I bring him in, you guys got to see why this dude is who he is.
Yeah, I'm kind of used to getting catfish, but in the black community we call it trouted. Because everybody can't afford catfish, so you might get trouted. So you might get salmon, if you will. So depending on where you from and where you raised.
Whiting, if she's European.
Well, whiting maybe, but we from the hood. We didn't have any whitings where we was from, but we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Yo, this is my dude here. Tonight's guest, he's one of the realest professional veteran comedians in the game. If you had a chance to work with him, then you have been informed and you have laughed and you have gotten the truth. So I want to warn some of you, if you're sensitive to the things that he say and how he will say it, don't blame no one but yourself for being sensitive. That's number one, because we're going to have some fun here in this next hour. And with a deep comedy footprint throughout the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, he's also been seen on TV One as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome to the show my dude, my homie. Let's give it up for Lawrence Owens. What's going on, bro?
What's happening, man? What's happening? What's happening, Quincy Carr?
Hey,
Quality
man.
time with Quincy Carr. That's what
Hey,
I'm
bro.
doing.
Hey, look, it's all good, man. I appreciate you being a part of the show, man. First off, I got to throw this out here. Braces. I'm seeing that you're a grown man.
Because you said earlier, you said the key, not only you've been blessed, but you've been looking young. So I just got these braces done before the show because I wanted to look young. You understand? So
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
yeah, I just got them done just before the show. So I want to be able to look young too. You dig? So because I don't have the hair that you have. That's why I'm wearing this
Ooh.
hat. It's not to represent DC. Is I don't want you to see what's underneath it. That's what that
Well,
is.
the Nats are champions right now, even though they ain't playing in front of
They
nobody.
they they are champions. But if I took my hat off, your hair is a champion. Mine is not. Mine's definitely be a runner up. So let me keep this hat on real tight.
My man, look now. From what I'm understanding, I'm from Texas and I live in Virginia. I've been here pretty much since 1995. But you represent where exactly?
I'm from Landover, Maryland, which is PG County, about 5 minutes from DC. You know, a lot of times I say DC to give a landmark for people because once you start saying Maryland, they'll name every city that, I'm from Maryland. Where? Landover. Is that by Baltimore? No,
Right.
it's not by Baltimore. You being from Texas, you say you from Port Arthur, correct? They'd be
No,
like,
no, no,
oh,
no.
you by El Paso? You by Dallas? They just start throwing
Right.
cities they heard of. And I was, come on, man. If you do the distance of that, then no.
Yeah, that's how it used to be when I used to tell people I'm from Austin. Like back in the day in the 90s, I say Austin, and they'd be like, who? I know San Antonio, Dallas, Houston. Now you say Austin. Everybody know
Right,
Austin, Texas.
right,
Yeah, man.
right.
Yeah. So before I get into anything real quick, man, anything then any changes, anything that you see that's been going on with you since this whole corona thing, though?
A lot of times they get upset as far as getting duped by the media, and I know that's frustrating. You ever heard this term, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. But let me tell you something, man. Numbers can be manipulated. You understand? And not only numbers, but we can get manipulated. I'm talking about men my age, because I've been put in the sugar daddy category, and I didn't even know it. When I was growing up, sugar daddies wasn't in their 40s, Quincy. Sugar daddies was an old dude, looked like he had muscular dystrophy the way he held his cane. He drove a car. He drove a car that was 70 feet long. You know what I'm saying, like football field size long, and that was sugar daddy. Now, like when the quarantine, the COVID first hit, and nobody could work, and all of a sudden now I'm beautiful. Now women want to get with me. You miss me? No, you don't. Because now when I call you back, since this unemployment hit, you have reached. Oh, I thought I was okay.
Hold on, tell me, Lord, you beautiful?
I've
Are
heard
you,
when people need things, you be whatever it is they want to be.
you
Let
are
me tell you
gorgeous.
something. If I was homeless trying to get with a woman, she'd be handsome. Whatever term that we need to get me up in, baby, you the most handsomest, you the handsomest. I don't know what it is.
It's too
God
many.
Himself, God Himself put your eyeballs together. I tell her anything. If I'm trying to get in, she will
Yeah.
tell you anything.
Hey, look. Here's the thing, cause I'm a little heartbroken. Going into this new NFL season, because this can't exist no more. What are y'all gonna do, man? This this can't exist. This rivalry can't exist. Tell me, what are we gonna do? We are still the Dallas Cowboys playing against the Washington football team. Y'all
the,
like
the the Washington garbage, the Washington trash trucks,
ah,
the Washington sanitation workers. Uh,
like I mean, the rivalry is gone, my man. Like
hey man,
it, it ain't,
it's all for it. Good. How about that? Good.
yeah.
Because we can't get a nickname. You know what I'm saying? But when I throw these nicknames, y'all get mad at me. What about the Washington sabotage, the Washington espionage? If you want to do something to represent the town, you know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to have a team that represents your town. So let's do that. The Washington Traitors, the Washington Backstabbers. You understand?
Yeah, it, it's gonna be It's gonna be pretty interesting to see. I mean, obviously for good reasons that mascot name is gonna be changed. But you know what's crazy? Black folks, we've been fighting for equality and fighting for a whole bunch of stuff. I know some black folks are still pissed that the name is changed. Be like, now you can't on one end be marching and on the other end be upset that the name is changing.
Right.
You know,
Thus is life. The hypocrisy of life. Life is a contradiction. You hear me? You
oh,
right. Oh man, I'm sick of this racism. Why would you change Redskin? They say, why would you change? They've been a Redskin since I've been my father. Come on, man.
right, right.
What you want? What you want, boss?
The same stuff we got mad at Drew Brees for saying didn't even take into consideration what the Redskin name mean. Like my wife is a Redskin fan, and you know, like she understood. I don't know if she understood it didn't make y'all season better or worse with a name change or not, or what. But she understood that the name had to change and for specific reasons. So yeah, you know, it is the land of hypocrisy on both ends. It's like I said, that we marching for equal rights, but we mad because a mascot is offending another group of people that the land was actually stolen from. Come on,
exactly.
You need to get your stuff right now. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What they say? I go rob a bank, but come outside and you stole my getaway van. I'm mad at you. Like, why would you? But you just robbed the bank. That's not important. Why
right.
did Quincy take my getaway van? I got things that. Come on, man.
Right.
You robbing Peter and Paul to get paid. That's what that is.
Yeah, absolutely. Like this whole thing is it's an interesting thing. Like, you know, like just jumping into how far we go back. Like we go back and real quick before I even get into it, shout out to everybody that's been leaving comments, answering the first quarantine cash question. It was what month, what date, what year, and how old will I be? All four of those questions. The first one to get it right, I'll give y'all some more time to answer those questions. But also shout out where you are tuning in from, and feel free to shoot Lawrence. Shoot him a question. Like if you got a question, I'm sure he's going to talk about something that's going to trigger something. So be sure to shoot him a question. But we met. Man, I want to say it was 2004. Tracy Wiggs was the one that linked. That was responsible for this link up. I don't know if you remember. It was in Richmond.
I don't. I just want to say right for your listeners to make it seem like I'm into. Right. Because I don't know what else to say. So I'm gonna go with your story. Right.
Hey, bro, my memory is bad, so you definitely don't remember. Like I remember who we were performing in front of, because there wasn't that many people at this college that showed up.
Okay.
But it was me, you, Pierre, and you remember Raj. Is it Raj G?
Raj G.
Yeah. It was all four of us. That's when I met you. You were hosting, and I was like, "Oh, this brother here is real." like you've been in the game for how long, bro?
17.
17.
My anniversary just went by. July 17th. I mean July 14th, 2003 is when I got on stage. So 17 years for me.
Wow, 17 years, dog. Like I've been in it for 20. This is my 21st year, and really, look, that ain't really for no applause. It's just like it seemed like it kind of.
No, Quincy, it's going to have to be for applause because first of all, people think you're a vampire. You don't look your age. They ain't gonna guess that right age on that. 21 years, and you still got a hairline, and you talking about something like. Oh, it's just nothing. Nah, man, I ain't gonna let you get away with that. You ain't gonna do that with me. I ain't from Port Arthur, Texas. No, you're not gonna do that here. You're not gonna do that here. 21 years, you got a hairline? Oh no, we're not gonna do that here.
Yeah,
we're not gonna do that here,
bro. Look, thank you very much for clapping for my hairline. Now, you've been going all over the place. I remember when I was asking if you were interested in being a guest on the show, and I was like, "What TV credits?" You said, "Come on, Quincy. Come on, man. I ain't even worried about no TV. Look, I ain't done no TV. So
I've done nothing. I've done no TV, sitcoms, movies. I've been on nothing But just like you, God chose me to. This is my path. This is what He wants for me.
Yeah.
Who's to say if I get in TVs, movies, and sitcoms that my message might it wouldn't be conveyed correctly on this level? You know what I'm saying? I can get through to more people to try to connect and maybe learn from them as they learn from me. You know, reciprocate, alter perspectives. Because once you're on that level of TV, movies, and sitcoms, you got to move way differently. And plus now the buy-in, they're showing you the buy-in, the price to buy in. I don't want to be in that bar. I don't play that. I don't play that game. That's too expensive for me. That buy-in, what you got to do if you want to be, I'm good. I'm good, Holmes. I'm good.
That's an interesting. Yeah, that's a really interesting perspective because I know a lot of comics will, you know, like they're like, look, like my goal is to blow, my goal is to do all this, and you've been doing your thing, like hitting, you know, clubs, like you perform everywhere, man. You know, clubs, churches. I mean, like I mean, like your stuff goes back. Like you can tell this video, like you Caroline's, like your stuff goes back, right?
Right. So the people who want, that's the problem. Because people want to be famous, which is nothing wrong with that, but they don't want the responsibility that comes with it. Because I was one of them. When I first got in, I'm like, hey, I want to be a torchbearer. I want to be the comedian all comedians measure by, but that's a different level of politics because you got to think about it. I can go to the grocery store and don't nobody know who I am and come home, nothing.
Right.
Travel all over the world, Quincy. I worked 25 days a week before this corona hit. You know what I'm saying? You understand that? But once you want that fame, that kind of fame that we all know, you got to move different. If you ain't prepared for it, you're gonna crumble. You're gonna crumble. Because that's the time when people tear you down. They build you up to tear you down. Thus, that hypocrisy that I said in the beginning, how life is a contradiction. We're gonna build you up, but once you up there, oh, Quincy high enough. Let's start telling him that, oh, he think he good because he got the hairline. He think he's something because he got his quality time comedy show. Oh, he want to believe in God. He want to believe he a Cowboys fan. I'm telling you. And if you can't handle that teardown, you ain't going to make it.
And that's interesting because I never said, like, number one, comedy wasn't my first, like, passion. Like, you know, people are like, I want to be a comedian or I want to be this. I knew I want to be a barber. So I am that. I have a barbershop. I have a barber's license. I am that. But I never said I want to be famous. However, you know, spiritually, when God blesses you with a talent and you start to display that talent, that means other people are going to want you to display that talent in front of them. So you're right. Once you start getting blessed with the touch, oh, it's you're the one, those be the same ones that can touch you to take you away. And it is scary to fathom, but I've always said this, bro, I never want to go viral. That's infecting people. I want to go global. That's affecting people. And you say that and people be like, I mean, you put out videos, you know, like that's the goal is for everybody to be like, yeah, but you got to be ready for what comes with that, right?
They're not. So veteran comedians get frustrated at these younger comedians who might have went viral, and they can get people to fill out comedy clubs and I'm not saying that the veterans are right, but what the veterans got to do is respect them as far as how they can get people in there. But the younger comedian got to have respect for the OGs. You understand? So what if we can't fill up a 500 seater, but we can drop this in order how you to be able to because what it is that you attain to maintain. You have attained it, but we're going to teach you how to maintain it. Because if not, just as you in their door, people are starting to get hip now. People are starting to understand that, hey, wait a minute. Man, these Instagram comedians, when they get on stage, they ain't funny. Like my youngest son used to do that when they click on him, he go, hey. People starting to have their hey moments. And what they're starting to do is them hey people, they'll look at me and like, I like him. How long you been doing comedy? 17 years. And they perplexed and flummoxed. And they act like I was sitting up like this, not doing nothing. They think, oh, like I'm waiting on CBS to call. You know what I'm saying? No, you know, when I get my movie deal, like it don't work like that. You don't start doing comedy today and then you be, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Hart tomorrow. It don't work that way. You got to put this grind in because that's how you get respected in this game. It's the respect that's going to it's gonna keep that foolishness away from you as much as possible. You understand? Because if it's given to you, you're not going to be respected for it, and you're going to have more people coming at you to take it from you, as opposed to somebody know you got it out the mud.
Yeah.
Quincy, I watched you from day one. You got this out the mud.
I appreciate it, and likewise, bro. And here's the crazy part about you. Like, I love talking with you, just listening to you. But I checked out a clip. It was a great soundbite from like an hour interview that you did on a radio program. But I want you to check this out. I got a question for you.
Let me tell you what was told to me. This was taught to me. You have to give off the inclination that you can work well with others. See, sometimes when we're great, we have a tendency to be standoffish, and we don't even think we are.
Bro, that was very profound. And the clip is longer than that. And you go deep into your explanation. But just for the viewers, I mean, like, say it loud for the people in the back, because I struggle with that feeling with what you were just talking about. But what were you talking about?
What I'm saying is that basically, once you find your lane and you master your lane, you have manifested a form of greatness. Greatness is not what everybody else think greatness is. Greatness is not TV. That's what they have been led to believe. Greatness is when you be able to master your domain. You understand? So as we end that, we have a tendency to forget how we got there. We have a tendency to look down upon people who may not be on our level or start to learn, whether you mean to do it or not. So you have, when I say inclination, you have to give off the inclination that I still have to show grace to you, even though you might not be as great as I am. It's not your fault that you're as great as I am, but I might not be as great as this person. So it shouldn't be any animosity towards that. You should be able to shake the lowest man on the totem pole hand the same as the CEO. So my thing is, once you understand who you are and what you can do, that's your form of giving back. It's not just a gift, it's how you display the gift. Because for your birthday, if somebody go, here you go, Quincy, thank you, as opposed to be like, here, man, you know, I don't want it. You know, that hit, man, could be keys to a Lamborghini, but I don't want it, man. Not to be materialistic, but I'm just trying to say, if the presentation is off, it's going to turn me off.
Gotcha.
Because how when you have no representation, Quincy, how you get your work, and it's any profession, especially ours, how you get your work is when people feel like, can they approach you? All people want to do is approach you. Everybody might not have a great motive behind it, but that's what comes the territory to deal with it. Telling people, don't you get tired of when you get off stage, you do a great job. Hey, I got a joke for you. You don't want to hear that, man. Get away from me. I don't want to hear that. But you have to give him like the inclination that you, okay, what's up? Whatever he said, you heard it before, and he gonna make it seem like he made it up. But you gotta be like, oh yeah, all right, man. You know what? I'm gonna get with that. And because of that, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna come back as Quincy, my man. Quincy, that's my man.
So here's the thing, because you also mentioned a little bit later in that soundbite or in that clip that you were once in a position where you knew who you were and you knew like why you were existing. My question to you is, you know, like you've known me long enough, and what you're saying, a lot of folks, I think they view me in that way. Where it's like, you know, man, you so untouchable, you so unapproachable because I have this business-like demeanor on my face. But when people know me, they be like, man, you are like like you give back to people, like you always take the time. So I don't even know, like, how did you get out of it? Because I don't know that I'm in it, but I think I am.
You get out of it when people start speaking for you, when people start talking for you, when you don't have to say what you can do or what you have done or what you have created. The people say it for you. When you are able to get people to work for you, like subconsciously work for you without you asking them, that's how you know. You have to find a way to make yourself available. You know, it's Quincy. You have to find some kind of way to come out of that, because that's all people want. People just want to think that they are a part of your success, because really they are. You wouldn't have got to where you are if it wasn't for your fan base. It ain't about funny. Funny is for us to go back and forth, who's funny and who, ha, ha, ha. But your people are the ones who's going to push you up. Your people's going to make sure that you always eat. Your people going to make sure you survive through COVID.
Right.
That's who the people, those are the ones that you got to make sure that you always touching, always giving back, always making time for, whether you want to do it or not. That's the greatness. It ain't the material on stage. I took time when I don't want to show y'all I'm just one of y'all. Y'all just happen to view me up here, and I know that. But I can come off that pedestal that y'all pushed up for me to tell y'all thank you. That's the greatness. That's your
Absolutely.
greatness.
Absolutely, man. Dropping nuggets, man, as always, man. Gonna shift gears right quick before we go into commercial break. Let's do some quick fire round questions for you. All right. First one, and these are random. Last song you downloaded. Do you remember?
It's called 500 Ounces by West Side Gun. So sorry for your Christian viewers and clean viewers, so that's a little bit secular for y'all, a little bit secular, you understand? But
I ain't got no Christian view.
No, okay, just making sure, so you know how some of your people come to shows and they hide behind clean with the agenda of being, this ain't no church show, he just said be clean.
Right.
You know how your people are, your audience will come up in there and they hold it, and the Lord said, he ain't say be church, he said be clean.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But the last church song for the ones who want to delve into that was when they be how excellent. I don't even know. I just call it how excellent. That's probably not even the name of the song, but how excellent. I'm telling you, man, that song does something to me. My fault. Next question. My bad.
Oh, that's like Rance Allen.
Right. I'm going to give it to him. All
right. So next one. Skinny designer jeans or Wrangler jeans? If you had to choose.
Naked. I will wear the emperor's clothes. You know what I'm saying? You know that story. I'll be the emperor's new suit, whatever. No. Nada. No.
You gonna choose. And I'm gonna tell you why you're gonna choose. Because I remember Wranglers as a kid, Rustlers. I remember I couldn't bend my knees because they were so overstarched. I got them James for Christmas. I'm asking you, you have to pick. There is no butt naked. Skinny designer jeans. You go up in H&M or Wrangler jeans. You up there in Walmart, Target. Which one of those jeans?
How excellent. Hey, Quincy. Let me tell you, I will wear an adult Depends before you catch me in some skinny jeans or some Wranglers, man. You ain't gonna make me pick the lesser of two evils. I ain't picking either one of them, man. You ain't gonna catch me in either one of them. And I'm a fat boy now, so I gotta wear the husky Wranglers. I don't want no husky Wranglers. Because they already look dirty. They look dingy. They look like dungarees. You don't catch me in no dungarees, man. They all bunched up in the back like a security guard pulled me up, and now it's all in the back of my crack, and I got to pull out, and just my luck, just like, he pulled his little jeans out. No.
Okay. No. All right. Well, look, unfortunately, you're still going to have to answer this next question because, see, that was just a build-up to this next one. I ain't gonna let you get out of here like that. All right, now this is hypothetically, okay? When COVID-19 ends, who would get a dinner invite from you? Kanye or one of Trump's supporters, Diamond and Silk? You gotta choose, homie.
Okay. I'll choose.
Okay.
Skinny jeans. Nice. Skinny jeans. I'm gonna go with skinny jeans on that one. Skinny jeans.
Right. Hey, look. Well, I appreciate you answering the previous question. Now you have to answer this question. Hypothetically speaking, when COVID-19, you have an opportunity to invite somebody else. Who do you invite, bro? Kanye West or the who they call the Diamond, the Diamond and Silk? Which one of those gets an invite to your house?
Only reason why I go with Kanye because my license ain't straight, so we get pulled over and his wife in the car. I know I'm gonna survive. You understand what I'm saying? So I have her speak for me, and then we'll get up. But that's the only reason why, But your wife got to come. Say, woo, speak him. You tell him what's going on, officer. My dad defended OJ, but don't say that because then we all die. I'm going with Kanye.
Kanye, right? Okay. All right. So why not Diamond and Silk? Because I know that you know of them, and just like every black person, they just make you want to scratch to the white meat for some reason.
Because honestly, what they did was an act. Kanye has some screws upside down for real, and I'm gonna be real with you. I can deal with that because that's him. Whatever he morphed or osmosis, whatever he has become, is still him. Them all that ranting and raving, that was for a check. They don't. Cause soon as Trump up out of here, they ain't gonna still cape for him like that. They're gonna
Yeah.
be right back selling fish dinners and calling out bingo numbers. You know what I'm saying? And then try to live their life off that. I-26 bingo. Do you know who we are? Bingo, girl. Give me my prize. I don't care.
All right, Diamond and Silk. Oh my gosh. Well, that ends the quick fire round of questions. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop you down backstage, and I'll bring you right back for the second half of this joint. People, y'all continue to hit share, click. If you have any questions for Lawrence, man, be sure to ask the questions. And let me see if I got you. Say you don't have to take every opportunity that is presented. Hey, good one there, Lonnie. And thank everybody who's chiming in. So far, it looks like I think the only person to get the quarantine cash question right. Let me see the first person. Javon Bill. He said August 19, 1976 is my born date and year, and I am turning 44. So I'm turning 44, and just like Lawrence said, I am Count Dracula or somebody who is able to keep my age, well, keep the look like I'm 20 years younger. So it is a blessing. Thank you very much. My mama passed down some good genes. Jordache, guess, all that type of stuff. So real quick, just want to shout out a couple of quick things before I keep going, bringing Lawrence up here. Let me see. Of course, my sponsor, to let y'all know, well, you know what? It's right here. Check it out. So my comedy special is airing on TGX Live right now. It's called Too Young for 40. I filmed this thing when I was about to turn 40 back in 2016, and I'm still pushing for it to be picked up. So it did get picked up by a Black-owned and Black-run streaming platform, TGX Live. It's pay-per-view views, and it only costs $4.99. That's it. Black folks, people, not just black folk, people, $4.99 support. I appreciate that. And of course, I got my Perfect Human platform, just letting folks know you strive to be perfect, but end up being human. Everybody, it doesn't matter what shade, what color, how old, how young you are, support this shirt, support this movement. You get wristbands. And as a matter of fact, if you order tonight, then you'll get a free wristband with every shirt. I also got my Come On, Let's Do Something shirts. If you saw my comedy performance on True TV's Laugh Tracks, I had a funny bit, the bed and breakfast bit. So people love this shirt, and it would be cool to have y'all support on that as well. So certainly do appreciate what everybody is doing to keep me somewhat employed during this time where all comics and entertainers are unemployed, waiting for the world to open back up. So yeah, let's go ahead and bring my man Lawrence back in. Lawrence, man, let's kind of kick this thing into another gear here. Now, let me see. I know I had it right here. Oh, yes. We both have one thing in common outside of comedy. Hold up, before I get into that, it just reminded me. Our favorite phrase, man. Look, I can't say do you remember, but I remember we were doing the show. I think it was at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone, and we have both laughed at this comic that was on stage that got stuck. For people that's out there, when a comic gets stuck trying to get somewhere and they thought a joke was going to hit and that joke didn't hit, that is the most loneliest space that you can be in, trying to figure out how to get out of that. And that comic said,
Now, Quincy, you said, go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
Hold up, because the comic said, so what's up, Virginia Beach? When he said that, we looked at each other and we were like, yep. And that has been our thing No matter what. So, Virginia Beach. How y'all doing out there? Boy, y'all ladies look good.
Hey man, when people are bombing, that your mind go blank and your body freeze and your brain and your anxiety and your prostate all run different directions and
It's
you
a
sitting
lonely
there don't
place
know
to
what to
be.
do. Exactly. I've been there. And he was like, so and when the crowd senses that, what made it worse, when the crowd sense that, they don't help you. When the crowd don't help you, it's worse. Then you would rather be booed. People don't want to be booed. Boo me then, but for people not to say anything, that's the worst feeling in the world, man. Anybody got any razor blades for my wrist while I'm up here? I'd rather do that. So who's in a relationship and everybody go, look, boo me.
Anytime you say a joke that don't hit, and your next thing after the laugh is not what you expected. Anytime that next thing is
Exactly, that's it.
think after that,
You might as well wrap it up. All right, y'all. Look, I catch y'all. That's it. That's
I'm
it.
gone.
You gotta be gone. Cause it's like fighting water. If you fight 9 feet, what you gonna do? If you can't swim, don't play Marco Polo. Don't play. Why are you out there? You know you can't. And you like, Marco. No, man, that water ain't gonna go. Let's lift you up so you can. No.
Man,
No.
look, ever since that day, every time we see each other, like that is like I agree, like
Right.
what's good, bro?
That
What's
is
good?
the agree.
So,
So, man.
so what's going on? What are these ladies doing out here?
They start asking random dumb. Who in here left-handed? Left-handed people. When the crowd does that, that's the thing. When they go, it's like some country. They go, we're not letting you off the hook. You want to die by yourself. We're not.
Man.
Booing lets you off the hook. That's the excuse. When you boo me, I got the excuse. But
Yeah.
if I say nothing, nah, you're gonna take this torture. We're not letting you off the hook. Oh,
All
no,
right.
sir.
Quick question. What was your best getting booed story?
Oh man, I got a couple of them. One time I did a college.
Yeah.
Will I not say because I don't want to be saying sued. So and what's crazy about this boo, the joke before I got an applause break. Applause break for everybody watching means that everybody collectively is with you.
Yeah.
I should have just went on and how they say quit while you ahead.
Right.
That's what the dude told Denzel in American Gangster. He said, quitting while you ahead ain't quitting. But
Right.
Frank was like, no, I'm gonna. And look what happened to Frank. That's what happened to me. I should have listened to the dude from Saigon in my head to say, look, end on that joke. Oh no. Oh, I got him now. You know what I'm saying? Watch this. And they was like, y'all ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh! Boo, like the winds of Poseidon. You ever see the old mythology? What is Jason the Argonauts or whatever? And they all in this, man, what? But I was smart enough to get the boo, and I dropped the microphone and walk off. I ain't say thank you, good night. As the boo sitting there, it was like a kaboom. And I was gone, man. That's it.
Right. It's really not like, for any comic that says they have never been booed, you ain't been doing comedy enough.
They lying.
You ain't been doing it like every
if
comic.
you ain't never been booed and you ain't never bombed, then let me tell you something, man. You don't even know if you're great or not.
Right.
So you must be in certain places where it's all people who like you are coming to your shows. Because you get somebody who come into your show, you don't know what's on their mind. I don't want to be here. This actually my main woman. I would have been happy if I took my side woman. So now I'm sitting up here and you coming on here with this foolishness, this tap dancing coonery. You understand? No, I ain't having it, home. Say something that's gonna get me to fake enjoy myself with her, because she didn't already piss me off on the ride up here. You know, and that's how they're gonna be like, what?
Right.
So you can be up there fiddle faddling if you want to. So Virginia.
That's what
he gotta go. He gotta go.
So Virginia.
He gotta go.
Yeah, like, I got booed, and the structure of my background and my makeup is what helped me get through that and persevere, because I got booed. I think for the first time I got booed, I think after 4 years in the 4 years in the game. Like I had just been doing some professional shows, but for the most part, I was still trying to find my way. And and yeah, in front of a black audience. Like a black audience is the only audience that's ever booed me. I've had white audiences. I've had
white audiences are afraid to boo us. Because you know what I'm saying, that's that white guilt. I'll take that white guilt. They already, I don't want to, because I'll take that white guilt. But black audiences, because they bring too much on their mind, man. They ain't coming to laugh. They coming in that mindset of make me laugh. Brother, I ain't no therapist, man. Look, you take these 4 jokes and these lies and go about your business somewhere, man.
Right. Like you don't even need to be here if you're gonna put that much pressure. But yeah, like I got booed, and so I know what it feels like. I've gotten to get your A off the stage, like from the back, like.
Oh, that's it? Oh, man. Wait you get finished. I got some for you. Wait you get finished.
No. I said, like, I'm saying I've gotten booed, like boo, oh, boo. But I'm talking about I thought I was doing good because I had a couple of chuckles. And obviously it was an open mic night, but it was a black open mic night. And so you had some singers, you had some poets, and then you had a startup comedian. And I'm thinking I'm doing a little something for my 3 minutes, and all I heard was, "Get your stuff saved." And I'm like, "Hey,
that's where it starts."
I put the mic on and I exit stage right. So
Quincy, in St. Louis, I got booed during my introductions. Hey man, it was some comedians from DC that came there the week before that stuck it up so bad. So they was like, the next comedian from DC booed that, and they ain't even say my name yet. We just don't like nobody from DC, man. I'm like, man, how you get booed during the introductions? You understand? So no, I done been through it, man. I done had because my first 2 years in comedy, I was quote unquote funny. Yeah. And when you want to do this for a living or just do this period, the key is to stop being funny and to be a comedian. A comedian means you have a point of view. You have an angle. You understand? Yeah. Who are you? We want to learn who you are by the time you get off stage. Yeah. So so 2 years in is when I started being me. As you know, I'm a truth teller. You know what I'm saying? I'm a forward dude. So in the beginning, it wasn't being delivered correctly. I meant well, but the way it was coming across, it was touching too many people. And then you mixed in with alcohol and emotion and sensitivity. You know what I'm saying? My words was burning. And they felt like the pastor, they think you talking to you at church, like, come on up. You ever see a pastor? Come on. And you be like, me? Since you said something. Man, I done had people, I done had dudes with pistols, women with pistols. I done had females come up and throw shoes at me, you know what I'm saying, as far as that. I had a lady wait outside for me. She had a roller skate with no wheels. It was just the shoestrings on her shoulder. And she was like, wait till he come out. Man, I'm telling you, I'd have had dudes run up on stage, you know what I'm saying, ready to fight me, man. But I said, you know what? It's not them. Let me find a different way, you know what I'm saying, to convey this message. I never blamed them. Yeah. I took the stories and made them funny. Never blamed them. I said, won't I try? Let me change my energy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let me manage my spirit better. When you do that and put out better energy and spirit, trust me, that's what's going to gravitate towards you. Because when I used to get on stage, as soon as I walk up there, people are already mad. I ain't said nothing, but that was the energy that I was giving.
Yeah, like like another comic. I don't know if you know Scrap Dooley.
Yeah.
Scrap.
I love Scrap Dooley, man.
Yeah. Scrap is saying, "What's up, guys?" And he said he got a gun pulled out on while he was performing, and he also said he never got booed, but if somebody asked the DJ to play music.
Yeah, when the DJ go chicka chicka, when they say hit that chicka chicka, right. You might have gone.
Yeah. So, real quick, my wife, she's tuning in. She asked the question, what is the best part, in your opinion, the best part and the hardest part about being a comedian? I know you touched on it a little bit, but
for me, the best part about being a comedian is the fact the stories we're able to talk, the respect that we have. being able to perform all over the world, meaning that no matter what happens, I can always go in somebody's city, town, and I can eat. And what I've done was I've changed my disposition to the point that I'm so loved and liked in this game that I have people who may bring me a meal or I can crash with other comedians. To me, it's the best part. It's not even about the funny. It's the relationships, you know what I'm saying, that I've made. That's the best part for me because I can go anywhere. And they're like, we love you, Lawrence Owens. And I'm like, and I love you too. So because of that, now they want to hear what I have to say.
Yeah.
Now they're listening to me. Now, like I said earlier, they're working for me without I mean, you got to check this guy. You got to check this guy out. You understand? And the hardest part about that to me is to getting to that level because you got to understand what you want. That's the problem, Quincy. Everybody don't know what they want. They just want to be famous.
Right.
They just want to be funny and have all the women and all the money. But it don't work that way. You got to find out what you want because everybody's not going to ascertain to that. It's not happening. Everybody's not meant for that. And think about it. When we play chess, they relate life to chess. Every chess piece has its moves.
Yeah.
But we don't complain about the knight can only do this, the rook can only do this. You work within the chess pieces realms.
Yeah.
That's what we have to be. Like everybody ain't gonna be here. But wherever you are, be the best wherever you are within your lane. And I promise you, the trifecta, when people respect you, when they like you, they will love you. You understand? But you have to be funny. You have to be funny. That's number one. You can't be mediocre. You gotta be funny. And you will always eat. Trust me, boys and girls, you will always eat. None of y'all on this podcast ain't never heard of me besides Scrap and your wife. The people tuning in never heard of me. I'm all right. Trust me, I'm all right. Don't think that I ain't a no name because you don't know me. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm okay.
Absolutely. You know, and Scrap said my issue is not feeling certain jokes, so I love fresh jokes, but people want to hear certain jokes, and it's hard for him to keep it up being funny, you know, especially to him. So
Scrap, man, get a violin, Scrap. That's an excuse, man. If people want to hear that same joke, give it to them. Challenge yourself to be able to put it in a way that you add to it so the new people will get even more of that old joke that the other people want to hear. Man, I ain't. Come on, Scrap. You better than that. I ain't even gonna let you slide with that one. No, sir.
Yeah, like I feel like because I know how structured I am, and real quick, like I'm gonna just put this up here because I know that you got a structured background. A lot of people don't know.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, you were in the army, right?
Go ahead, man.
Bro, I told you I found some stuff, bro. You were in the army, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, look, I was in the Navy, and I can honestly tell people, man, like number one, completely different, bro. Like that one picture that you had was like, why am I here? because you needed to join, right? But I can tell people honestly, homie, because of the military and mostly the way I was raised, but because of the military, that's why I carry myself the way I do in the comedy game. My way of carrying myself is to conduct business, because in the way that you're going to be out there in the world performing, somebody is conducting business on you because they're paying you for you to exchange the funny for them to give you something, right? So when these comics don't have that structure of business in place, all they want to do, as you said, is be famous or be funny. I feel like that's where a lot of comics get over. Now, let me jump to this because I got myself in trouble, I feel like, to a few people, but a few people said I spoke some nuggets, so I dropped some nuggets. Nick Cannon's situation. No, we don't know his situation. So I want to start off by saying we don't know what he signed. We don't know his rights to wilding out. But I made a point. My point was, if that doesn't teach us as Black people in particular to start
the importance of business
and to have ownership of yourself. Don't be so quick to just sell everything. I know that there are certain situations that exist that, okay, if I want to make this move, I got to play the game. So in the game doesn't call for you to completely sell yourself out. The game says, understand the rules of it, play it and negotiate based on your leverage. Then
I'm
you
gonna
don't.
take it one better, Quincy. I'm gonna take it a little bit further.
Okay.
The rules of the game is this: find out the rules and the unwritten rules, and then try to exploit them. So you speaking from a political aspect. I
Right.
don't speak from that, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying I don't speak from that mountaintop. I'm saying it's nothing wrong with exploiting rules. Exploit don't mean being grimy. Exploit means what's missed. What can you slide through that they really don't talk about? You look at Belichick. I'm not talking about the cheating aspect of it, but Belichick is one of the best coaches at exploiting loopholes, which is a code for exploiting mismatches.
Absolutely.
Why you think great teams put together, man, this team ain't gonna never lose. But that team lost tonight because a mismatch was exploited. Because when Durant first got to Golden State, that team ain't supposed to never lose. They're supposed to go 109-0.
Right.
But it was a certain night that mismatches got exploited. And that's the thing, man. You have to exploit these unwritten rules to your advantage. You understand? Now, I love the fact that, you know what I'm saying, Nick is pro-black. I love the fact that, and this is a lesson that I've learned that I'm gonna say to people on top of the business aspect. But when you are in a position like Nick, even yourself, Quincy, because you're going to be there, you have to be mindful of the perspectives and that your lives that you affect. The reason why Nick apologized is because it's not, oh man, all these people are wilding out. All these beautiful black people, these jobs you created for them, that's the only reason. But you shouldn't have to do that. Because if I was on Wildin' Out and said the same thing, I would get fired. You got to be mindful of that. I know you meant well, Nick, but now it comes across as backpedaling. You understand? And when you backpedal, what about them friends, black people who want to rock with you, look for a reason to go, I can't trust you. And now they don't trust anything. You got to factor those people in. It's black people who want to help. They want to help. Quincy, they do, but they afraid, so they look for any reason to go, I don't want to do it anymore. And sometimes in Nick's position have to be mindful of that. Now you got people who might can contribute and go, I can't, because if he backpedaling, you understand?
Yeah.
When you hold the balance of people's livelihood, you got to do better. You got to find a different way to convey your message, man. You have to.
Yeah. I mean, I felt the same way, and that's what I was just letting folks know because of a situation that I was in. If I had gone into that situation before they canceled me, if I had gone into that situation just being happy because this was a huge conglomerate of an organization that wanted me, and just hey, whatever I have to do just to be able to use your name and say I'm a part of here, and then when they cancel me, I own nothing. And then I got to start all over. So it's like I said, we don't know the extent of what Nick doesn't own. All we know is that it didn't look good when it's heard that you are demanding your rights to something that you should have had with the leverage he had on the show after 10 years. I don't care what your negotiation was in the beginning.
You got comfortable.
Right. You got enough leverage to say after 7 years, hey, this is what we are doing. So I know what I'm worth. Can I, can I have this? Oh, no, I can't have this. I tell you what, I'm okay with leaving the money away. But we get so caught up in how much we're making and the status that it shows to the outside world that we get, like you said, comfortable. And so, I'm not mad at, people in business that don't understand their value. What I'm mad is that we are so quick to sell off our value for something that somebody else has more of anyway. We'll never reach what the person who can afford us and who can afford what we have.
That's because people are business illiterate, man. You got to get some literacy, financial literacy. I have a business acumen, and people aren't patient enough to sit down and understand that they like, look, this is my thing, this is what I want to do, and everybody go, okay, bro. And as soon as that happened, now it's like, Quincy, please, and you like, nah, man, you got it, but we can collaborate. Nah, you got it, boss.
Absolutely, man. And last question here, because. Well, I think it kind of shocked a lot of people about Ellen DeGeneres and, about what she's been doing. But apparently people in Hollywood kind of have heard about, have you heard about the whole thing about her and her production being, like former employees complaining about, indecent things and harassment and all.
How disrespectful she is.
Right. So
Basically, right.
So because of the aura that she has on TV, I'll be honest, I had her in my top 5 of comics to aspire to be, and meaning people that everybody loves and everybody likes because of what she does. Then you peel back the layers and you find out, and like I said, I don't know anything about, I don't know if that stuff is true, but I know in the Bible it says 2 is the number of confirmation. And when multiple people are saying the same thing, it's like, dang, really, Ellen? So what's your take on that before we get out of here, man?
Man, my take on that is that, again, that's the price she paid to get in there. She might have meant well, but I'm telling you, Quincy, when every day you got somebody who would do anything for you, you understand, just anything for you that you don't even have to do enough. You only have to get out of bed, just like my man in when she came out the water, your royal is clean. What's Coming to America, and that's why he like, nah, Pop, I'm going to Queens, and so we're gonna find somebody there. You know, when you reach that kind of platform, Quincy, where else is it to go? You have all the money, and then you have more time than what people want to say that you do. So what did Otis say in the Temptations, man? Once you get money, you get to show who you really are.
Yeah.
And that means that now you get to live out your fantasies. Because what you going to do? When I reach a certain plateau, you know what I'm saying? And then, she got a different complexion than Nick. So when you reach a certain plateau and you say, look, this is what it is, what you going to do? And she got the numbers to back it up. What you expect to happen?
Yeah.
Let me know what you expect to happen in that situation.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to be like you and I after the show and say, thank you for purchasing my shirt. She don't got to do that. She can walk right in and be like, all 4 of y'all, hop, how you say, hop on one foot like a dog. You want this job, do you? Woof.
Right.
Woof. what you, that's the thing I'm trying to tell people. What do you expect?
Yeah. It's a price. It's definitely a price. And speaking of price, got a guest. As a matter of fact, with Rod McConnell, he is all the way out in San Diego. What's going on, Rod? I think I interviewed him on the TV show that I'm on, Main Street Living, and hey, cool. So he said, Quincy, new to this, but I love to know Lawrence's favorite steak. This guy makes steaks. He flanks them. He cues them up. He grills them. This man is the steak guy. So he's all the way out in San Diego and wanted to know from you, what's your favorite steak, bro?
Sirloin, well done.
Sirloin, well done. You got that, Rob? Rod?
I appreciate that, Mr. Rob, but sirloin, well done. And when I come to San Diego, I'm going to hit you up and we're going to make it happen. Give me some steak sauce and some asparagus with a little bit of potatoes, and you ain't nothing for me the rest of the night.
He didn't ask all that, Lawrence. All he said was favorite steak. You added a whole meal. You comboed the whole meal. Come on, man.
Hey, look, I'm trying to Ellen the situation. Let me Ellen my way into it. What's wrong with you? This is what I'm talking about, man. I'm trying to Ellen it.
Absolutely. Look, man, if Rod wants to contact you, Rod, his contact is right here. Let me just go ahead and put this up so everybody can see it. This is how people can reach you, man. On Facebook at Lawrence Owens and on IG at Owens Ordeal. Is how people can reach you. Any last words and anything that you like to say before we get out of here?
Man, let me tell you something, Quincy, man. I love you, bro, and I appreciate you. I had a ball. Thank you for everybody who tuned in. You know what I'm saying? As usual, man. Let's keep making it happen, man. Let's keep making a difference in the world. Keep being great. We're gonna get there. I'm shooting a comedy special, as I was waiting, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you said that at the end. Sunday, September 27th in DC, I'm shooting a comedy special of my own called We Gonna Get There. And that's what it's about, man. It's about, let's just get there. Keep being great. All of y'all are great. It ain't just comedians and athletes. The greatness is within you. Keep being great, and we gonna get there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep being great, and we gonna get there. Look, man, let me know if there's anything I can do to help you know,
You already did it. You already did it, man.
like if
This
it's
it.
funded.
You already did it. I appreciate you. You already did it.
Hey, look, you and my man, 100 grand, bro. Like we've been knowing each other for a long time, man. And I appreciate you taking the time just to rock with me and be a part of this show today. And thank everybody else for tuning in. And real quick, before we get out of here, I have to give my other quarantine cash away. So don't answer it. But for anybody out there still paying attention, for another quarantine cash giveaway, this is the second one I'm doing tonight. The first one already went to Javon Bill. So the second one, you got 1 minute or 2 minutes, I guess, to answer it. What city in Virginia did me and Lawrence meet each other for the first time on a comedy show? What city? Okay, I said it in the very beginning. If you
Wrangler.
yeah. And for the record, this brother will wear skinny jeans if he had a choice of inviting Kanye West or Diamond and Smith to his house. yeah. But for $25, folks, all you got to do is answer that question, and you will get $25 sent to you via your Cash App or PayPal or something like that. And again, thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you very much, Lawrence, for rocking with me, my man. I'm gonna drop you backstage, but as like I said, I'll definitely feel free to log off or whatnot. All right.
All right, Quincy. All right, everybody. Live, love, laugh, and learn. We're going to get there.
Thanks again. Thanks, Rod, for being a part of the broadcast. Thanks for tuning in, my man. I'm definitely looking for some more sponsors, too. The sponsorships are really simple. And if you have a promo, I will play that promo versus just reading off your information. If you got a commercial, I'll play that commercial. But, the sponsorships are really cheap, really inexpensive, but it just helps with the production part of it. When my brother gets back, he's out in LA. He does the production part, so I don't have to try to do it all and host. So yeah, Lonnie says, so Virginia Beach. Yes, sir. Y'all remember that. All right. Next week's show is gonna be a good one. I got a very, very decent person, very cool person, and just to let the cat out the bag, he's connected to Dave Chappelle. Okay, this is not just somebody who opened for Dave Chappelle for one night 14 years ago. This is a person who's connected with Dave Chappelle, and he's on TV as well. So I will be able to, as soon as it's confirmed, I'll let the cat completely out the bag. Hey, Justin, what's going on? No, it's not Hampton. No, it's not Virginia Beach, Javon. I know you're trying to get that extra money, but y'all got a few seconds before that cash gets moved to next week. What city in Virginia Beach? This was in 2004 that me and Lawrence meet. But if you had not paid attention since the beginning of the show, you may not know, or you could just guess as many cities as you can guess here real quick. So anyway, thank y'all again for tuning in. I certainly do appreciate everybody's support and everybody rocking with me. Once again, it's been quality comedy time with me, your host, Quincy, and we will be back to do it again next week. Peace.
Daddy Church jokes.